I'm glad you're here today. We're going to be giving away one of these Greenstalk vertical growing systems. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how you could win.
Yay!
Hi, welcome to Daddykirbs farm. It is a beautiful day. A beautiful day. The sun is out, the air is cool, and I was checking out the garden, trying to figure out what I was going to do with that mess after a long hot summer of just kind of neglecting it. But today I want to talk about this right over here. Earlier this year I pulled the top 3 tiers off of the 5-tier system that was in the garden, and I put it over here to get a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, and I planted a few things in it just to see what would happen. So I'm going to show you, and then we're going to talk about the advantages of this type of gardening. I planted some of the cuttings from the longevity spinach, and they are just doing beautifully. Check this one out over here. That cutting just took and is growing up like crazy. I'm going to have to cut that one apart and create more plants. In the top, let me take this top piece off. I just planted some baby aloe. This is babies that are coming up from the babies I planted, and they propagated well. They're producing lots of little plants. I can take these now, pull these out, and plant those somewhere else. I have found that the aloe loves the Greenstalk garden because it gets enough water, but it drains really well. That's what aloe likes. It likes to drain. So I can take these little babies from the aloe and stick them right in any of the pockets in the Greenstalk system. They'll grow up and produce babies really fast. I didn't start this video today to talk about aloe and longevity spinach. What I really wanted to show you and talk to you about was the system itself, the Greenstalk gardening system, because right now being the fall, here in Texas, I can plant this and have a fall and winter garden. A lot of places up north, many of you don't have a winter garden, so now is the time to start considering what are you going to do in your gardens for next year. Let's take this 3-tier garden apart, put it out here on the table in the sunlight where we can see it better, and we can talk about it a little closer. I'll show you the inside of the 2nd tier right now. I forgot I even have a little onion growing in here. Not sure where that came from. But this is the longevity spinach plants. Before I put this top tier on, let me show you how I can easily propagate this longevity spinach. Here's an empty pocket right here. You can just kind of start a hole there. And take one of these. This one looks pretty good. Just cut that off, pull those bottom leaves off, and just stick that right down in there, bury it all the way to the bottom, cover it up, get that pointed toward the outside, and it won't take long for that to take root. The longevity spinach propagates really well anyway, but in this growing system in the vertical garden, I think because the pockets are so deep and it drains really well, things can get evenly wet and then drain off and not be sitting in water. I think that's one of the reasons why things propagate really well in this system. Let me go ahead and get one more start over here. We'll do this one. That one actually has a little bit of root on it, quite a bit of root. That's going to be an easy start. So these leaves right here that I'm pulling off, we can take those inside and put those in a salad, on a sandwich, or just eat them raw. They're super nutritious, and it's one of the reasons I like to grow it. Oops, I forgot. Ha! I had a potato in there. You can see it was started to grow. But let me get this other longevity spinach put down in here. Let me get those roots right down in that hole and cover it up. I'm going to go ahead and take this onion out. I didn't even know I had an onion. I'm gonna put this potato back down in here. Just like that. So that was a little experiment because I had some little potatoes started in the kitchen. Yeah, that's nice. I'll get some onion greens and a little bit of onion off of that. Smell it. The gardening system itself, you can see how easy it is to put together. Let me get these leaves out because I am going to take those into the kitchen and do something with those. Hey, Callie. Do you like aloe? Do you like aloe? No? How about onion? You like onion greens? I know you do. There you go. Good girl. We're going to put this tier on top just to finish showing you how easy that is. Just line those up so that the pockets, the corners of the pockets there fit with the bottoms. And voila. And we put the top tier, the watering bucket. There's better names for these. I'll look them up. On top, line that up, and that is where I get all my aloe stuck in here. But that's where we would water it from the top. Now let's chat about why these gardening systems are so good. Let me say this up front. The vertical growing system in these plastic growing containers, if you have the time and the space, this is not necessarily going to be better than growing in the ground. But one of the reasons this is better for a lot of people is because they don't have the time or the space. Look how small this is. In about 2 square feet on a patio or a deck or right in front of a south-facing window, you can be growing in 30 deep pockets. That would be 5 tiers times 6 pockets. Let's take a look at those 6 pockets again. From the top you can see that when this is covered, you have these 6 pockets exposed on the outsides, and they are about 8 or 9 inches deep. That is a whole lot of soil and a whole lot of space for roots to develop. So this is a beautiful growing space for a lot of plants. When you take that growing space in one tier, one planter, 6 pockets, that's like 6 deep planters, times the number of tiers that you would have. They go up to 5. That would be 30 pockets. In this system right here, 6 times 3, that's 18 growing pockets. So because you have nice deep pockets in a vertical system and you can grow on a very small space, decks and patios, inside windows, it's just a really nice gardening system for people who don't have a big spread out dirt garden. Another great feature of this, the reason I like this for a lot of people, is that those people who might have some handicap or disabilities and they can't do a lot of kneeling and leaning over a garden, this is a beautiful space. And this is a great example right here. With this 3 tiers on a table, I'm able to stand up, no leaning over, no hurting my back, and somebody could work this garden, come out, do the pruning and planting, right all from a nice standing position. If you had the 5-tier system, the top 3 tiers, for example, could be dedicated to things that would need more attention, and the bottom 2 tiers could be dedicated to things that need less attention because they would require you to stoop over a little bit. But even then, you could sit on a stool and be right in a perfect place to take care of those plants without a lot of effort, bending and reaching and scraping and digging. It's all right there. We'll get just enough water from my leaky faucet here and demonstrate what it is, what it's like to water the Greenstalk system and watch the water trickle through. Now this is going to be a little tall. This would be equivalent to probably a 6-tier system, which you shouldn't stack them higher than 5 anyway, so they're never going to be this tall. But let me go ahead and pour this in here, and we can get the camera in close and look under and watch it dripping through. Now you can see how quickly it goes down through the system and even down into the lower. You can watch it really well here and see it dripping through into the bottom system, bottom tiers. Now, because we're on a metal table that's a mesh, you can see how the water just drains right through. You could, if you had the right container on the bottom, you could catch this water and recycle it. That water, as it's going through each of these tiers, is watering right in the root zone. The plants here, the roots tend to go toward they go down and toward the middle of the gardening container, and that's exactly where the water is dripping. So that water efficiently goes to the root zone of each of these gardening containers. Now, one of the greatest things right now about the Greenstalk gardening system, the Greenstalk garden, is that they have some really good deals going on. If you're watching this in November of 2018, they have some deals on their website that are just pretty good. They're buy one, get one for 40% off or something like that. Go check out their website. That's on the 5-tier systems. But also, you're here in November of 2018, that means that you can participate in a giveaway. I am going to give away a 5-tier system, brand new, never been used, straight from Greenstalk Gardens themselves. You, because you're here in November of 2018, if you're not, then you probably missed it, and I'm sorry, but you can still go check out the greenstalkgarden.com. But for the rest of you, in November of 2018, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to provide a link down below in the description where you're going to be able to go to a form on the greenstalkgardens.com website, fill out that form, and then you're going to be entered into being able to win one of these 5-tier systems. That is super duper cool. I am ready to see one of you guys win, and I'm going to give it away on one of my live shows. I think it's going to be the first live show, the first Saturday in December. Hopefully that works out well. If not, I'll be communicating on the YouTube site through the discussion, the community tab, or on Facebook. So you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/daddykirbsfarm, or if you're in the family group on Facebook, then bonus, you already get to know all of this. You can see that link in the description below as well. But I'm really excited this year to continue using the Greenstalk Gardens, and I'm also right now just pumped, stoked, ready to go to give one of these away to one of you. So you guys head down to the description below, click that link, go on over to the Greenstalk website, fill it out, and then in the live show, we'll see who wins, and it's just going to be a load of fun. By the way, the live shows are every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central. That time is for the people who are gathering around this channel and creating a community and what I call the family. It's just a time for us to hang out and have fun, so go check that out as well. That's enough for now. You guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out with me here on the Daddykirbs farm. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I'll talk to you soon.